Robin, don't break the rules.
Don't break the rules.
Put your head there.
Still have vacant spaces there. Can you please come with me? No, on the left.
No, no, no,
Right.
No, no,
No.
no.
You must go that side.
Let's greet them, Makos.
Makos.
On our right hand side, we have the Inyanga, the traditional healer or a herbalist. He uses herbs, roots to heal people. If you are feeling ill, consult him. You tell him where you are feeling ill, and then he start healing you. He also uses the traditional injection. We call it as they are grinding the king. Fill the stone with the mace, and then we start grinding. It becomes a complete meal. Now it's a marvelous time to taste a Zulu beer. She first wash her hands for hygienic. She pour a little portion of the Zulu beer so that our ancestors drink first. Just drinking it for to prove.
Ladies and gentlemen, our chief of the homestead, Ndebele, welcomes inside the big hut. He said, sit back and relax, enjoy this powerful dance, exciting music. Siabo. and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause, please. Thank you very much. The first dance coming up is called the bull dance. You are going to see the warriors doing this dance, lifting their arms above their heads, symbolizing the horns of the bulls. As we are the Zulu warriors here, we are the bulls at heart. When you hear the war cry, it is like the bull singing its horns into its enemy. Within the dance, you are going to get intervals of music. But our ladies, they are going to begin their own bull dance to lay out the foundation for the Zulu warriors. Our chief is asking you to come and try this with us.
Oh my God, I'm not sure. I'm very good at
You're not sure, but you'll be sure as soon as you come next to me, please. Ladies and gentlemen, is there anyone from you who want to join this lady here? Anyone who want to come and try? You want to watch?
Yeah, I try.
So after, oh, okay, you can come here. You can come. You stand on that side. Come next to me a little bit, so that I'm ready. Eh? Great. This is your man. Whatever this man he does, you do it. Like him, timing is very important. You make a mess, I'll pinch your palm. Good luck for you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies. That was not bad. I must tell you, it was not bad. Because you never practiced it before. We are crossing over. The Zulu nation is the largest nation in Southern Africa. The second largest, known as Amaxhosa, they're from the Cape. When Amaxhosa, they do their dance, they slap their chest. They stamp heavily on the floor to make the wild sounds. At the end of the dance, they shake their upper body vigorously to identify themselves among the Zulus. When they speak, they use a lot of clicks. For an example, dear Power, what to the neck over and on. Wake at ambulance, they don't lose their tongue as I don't as well. Let's enjoy it. I'm a closer, whereas?
Aga kuna makwe, ena makwe ayesi fedeli. Aga kuna makwe, ena makwe ayesi fedeli. Aga kuna makwe, oti. Hey Papa, how is it? How is this happen? Oti.
Thank you. The next dance coming up is a Swazi dance. Swazi are different from us with their costumes, especially. They are dressing more colorful cloth, colorful skirts than skins. Their dance is slower than the Zulu dance, but it's so interesting. Swazi. Across the Bomo Mountains, up north of Zululand, we've got a tribe called Amatonga. They are the part and the parcel of the Zulu nation. They were subjugated by the King Shaka, incorporated within the Zulu nation. But Amatonga, they never got away from their culture, especially their dance. Tonga dance is a very, very quick dance, very, very energetic. It is the best way to lose weight. You'll see them. And after the original Tonga dance, you are going to watch the copy style of it, which is done by the young Zulu warriors. Let's enjoy Amatonga first. Amatonga was. very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was a hunting dance. After the successful hunting, we enjoyed the meat of the antelopes. We end up doing the dancing. This dance, it turned up to be a competition amongst ourselves. This dance coming up, it represented the battle of Isandon, the Anglo-Zulu War that took place in 1879 when the Zulus were fighting against the British. The Zulus, they had shields to defend themselves, the spears to fight with. As they were defeated by the Zulus, they couldn't believe. On the second section of the same dance, you are going to watch the Zulu warriors imitating the British while they were busy cocking their guns and shooting at the Zulus. When they landed very hard on their backs, they'll be showing you how they try to duck and dive to protect themselves against the bullets. Those warriors who survived, they went back home. They showed their sisters, their young brothers, what was happening at Isandwan, but they were showing them in a dance form. You will see the ladies taking part in it. Shewa! Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to watch the last dance called the Ingoma Yamahau Amangan, the small shield dancing. This dance coming up was introduced by King Shaka to say farewell to the VIP guest. We are going to say farewell to you as our guest.
hambani kahle bafowethu nikhoze ekhaya sibalelanga Zulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, our chief of the homestead, Ndebele, he says, thank you very much for your time. He believes you really enjoyed this dance, exciting music. Zulu dancing is to come to an end. Thank you. Siyabonga. That instrument of ours is called the ingungu. When we play it, we wet our hands, we wet the reed, and we pull the reed like we are milking the cow, and it goes ngu, 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 ngu. That's why we call it ingungu. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On my side, as a guide, as a dance presenter, Richard is my name. I would like to say thank you very much for your time. I believe you really enjoy to be with us here at Trakaland. Did you enjoy it?
Of course.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now we are going to go with the warriors into the restaurant to fill up our empty bags.
After the dance.
After the dance, of course. Thank you very much. Please come with me.
Довольные, как сучка. Красиво. Мы сейчас туда пойдем. Красота, да? А мы сможем на карусели кататься? Вот это там карусели все.
Первый трип Шамвари. Тут Oryx джипе.
No, those look like hardy-dars. The hardy-dar ibis.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Boring, boring. Making lots of noise.
Yes, the noisy ones. My dad always used to chase them out the garden because I used to wake him up at 5 o'clock on a Sunday. Yeah, so normally they wouldn't really overlap, and you're not supposed to get these up north, but some game farmers have introduced them onto game farms, you know, a lot more north than their natural distribution range. Yeah, and it's the blue wildebeest that do those huge migrations that you see on TV.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, fused together, and then the lower lip just closes against that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think when the elephants drink, they just suck it straight up their trunk, but they actually suck it up to a certain point in the trunk and then they empty it into the mouth. They don't suck it all the way through the trunk, otherwise it would be like drinking water through our nose for us kind of thing. Oh, they're busy playing.
That's the young ones, right?
Yeah, those are about 3-4 years old.
So do the female elephants in here have tusks as well?
Yes, they do have tusks.
Because they said they had the ones being born at Adam hadn't got tusks.
Well, the
Yes.
females
The
don't have tusks.
females, because
of
they
all
were
the
into
inbreeding.
breeding.
Yeah, because of the genetic integrity was reduced because they were so terribly poached a couple of centuries ago.
Yeah.
And now they've actually introduced some big bulls into Addo from Kruger. And so it's starting to improve now. We're going to start having tusks.
They're big, aren't
Yeah. Now they get bigger.
Do they?
Yeah. Like the bulls get up to about 7 tons. Females typically about 4.5.
Okay. That one's obviously a female. Yeah.
Yes, this is a female, being followed by a young one. It's quite difficult to tell sometimes, but if you look at the angle of her forehead from the side, it's quite a bit of a 45-degree angle. In the males, it's more rounded.
Okay.
And the thing is, they both have flaps of skin between their hind. And then our African elephants, their ears are much bigger than the Asian that's ever been recorded was from Angola, and they estimated that he weighed 10 tons.
Wow.
Like these days they get up to 7 tons. So I don't know if the vegetation there was kinder on his teeth. She's sick of the acacias now, she's eating those little succulents.
But is that, I mean, they nearly all die of starvation eventually rather than anything else, do they?
Yeah, unless, you know, like the pride of
Well, they have
lions
an
and
accident,
Savuti, or
yeah.
they get a disease or something. you
Yeah.
know.
That's really sad, isn't
Yeah.
it? They don't die of old age. They just die of
Yeah,
starvation.
it's terrible. Very slow.
Записывает. Ты видишь, записывает она.
Having another one.
Упс, и покакала тоже заодно.
She's very clever choosing the downhill way. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can.
Can you see on the side of her face that wet liquid between her eye and the ear? That's come out the temporal gland. And when elephants are very stressed out or excited about something, then you'll see they'll get the temporal gland secretion.
Oh, the other one's gone right over there now, hasn't it? The one
Oh,
that
that
was-
blessed buck, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good looking one.
What's that bird?
That whistling one is a southern bobo. And normally you'll hear like a whistle and a reply, a whistle and a reply, and it's the male and the female duetting. That's a jackal buzzard
Is it?
being mobbed by a black-shouldered kite. Two raptors are having a bit of a fight here. Did you hear that call though? He sounds, it's sort of jackal sounds like.
Oh, it's, yes.
Yeah, that's how. Just from hearing him, you know, it's a jackal buzzard.
That hare's ears have gone right
So
up.
the smaller one's going to be scared of the bigger one because it's easy for the big one to catch and eat him. Often you'll get a whole group of smaller birds just mobbing a raptor, an eagle or whatever. Nice sound. On their head.
Yeah.
The ones that are bald on top and are thick, those are the males. And then like that one is a female, very thin
Oh, yes. I see.
and hairy on top.
Yeah.
Because the males use those for fighting, and then the hair wears off and they become bald, and then they also get strong, so they're thick. Yeah.
Seeing them feed right from the top.
Yeah. They've got a whole section of trees to themselves, basically.
Do they sleep standing up?
No, they actually lie down.
They do lie down.
It's quite funny. They lie down with their necks sticking up, and then sometimes they'll use their body as a pillow for their heads as well.
Oh.
You know, like put their heads down. But it was quite funny. We had it was in the night, and we had a whole bunch of giraffe lying down, their necks sticking up. My guest said, "Oh, they're coming out their burrows." I had to explain that they don't live underground.
They make big castles underground.
It's quite funny.
You're quite used to being watched.
Yes. Yeah, most of the animals are. There's some which I find to be still a bit skittish, like the warthogs and the oryx. And things that typically live in dense vegetation, like the leopard and black rhinos and things, are quite difficult.
He has interesting hair around nostrils.
Yes. And the triceuch, they've got teeth in the front. Yeah, they've got incisors in their lower jaw, but not in the upper jaw.
Beautiful.
Typically African.
They have all that ridge down the back, don't they?
Yeah, like a little mane. Yeah, they have a very, very strong heart to get the blood up to their head.
Oh,
And then these kind of non-return valves in the veins and arteries. Also for when they're drinking. And then the blood vessels in the head, they form this, what we call a reet, mirabili. It means a marvelous net, but basically they just branch out, a very, very complex net, so that when...
Beauty.
Definitely needs to do some business.
I think he broke off his... Oh no.
Нет, он просто стоит такой позе. Он поворачивался, все там было на месте.
So there's two big rhinos down there.
Yes. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to get closer to those.
He's not scared. See this one?
Antoinette, Tara and Antoinette.
Look at his horns. Beautiful.
Yeah, he is nice, and you can see his horns. They start from quite a raised position. Between the brain and the horns there's what they call an elongated pedicel. It's like an extra cushion of cartilage almost, and it acts as a shock absorber for when they fight. Because when these guys fight, it actually sounds like a rifle going off. One of the loudest sounds naturally in the bush. On another game reserve where I used to work, we saw that happen.
Is it rare?
Oh, to see them fighting, or?
No, I mean in general. Is it
No, it's not too rare. It's not the most common thing, but with red-hearted beast, I think that's the antelope where I've seen the most injuries from fighting, actually. But according to...
Francis for Elliot. Do you read him?
You can see he's got a very white rump, so we say he's got a speedo tan. And the bird as well.
Both types of bird.
Nicely now on that little one, that hooked lip as he was walking along chewing.
Yeah.
It's like a pointed lip. Very nicely on the female.
So why are they called white and black if they're not?
Well, the white, the Dutch recognised that the lip on the white rhino was wide, and it's white in Dutch. And it just became a bit of an English corruption of white, so obviously the other one should be black, so it's a bit stupid actually.
No real reason, no. They're coming our way.
Yeah, it'll be nice if they cross the road here for us. Can't believe it, normally they run. Yes. Yes, so I'll see a big shape here, but generally rhinos' eyesight is quite poor. So they rely largely on their ears. You'll see how mobile their ears are, and then mostly on their sense of smell.
They do have almost prehistoric look, don't they?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. And the bird.
Easy catch for him. Yeah. Oh, there he sits, the Cape Glossy starling. Look at the oxpecker having a dust bath quickly over there. In the road, eh? Taking advantage. One of the main reasons your birds indulge in dust baths is the dust helps to absorb any excess preening oil from the feathers. And then they'll shake it.
Ну, что-то у него аппетит испортился, видишь, он такой недовольный.
Где она? Вот носорог.
Не было бы столько свидетелей, можно было бы обдавить, да, хороший момент. Не делай так, они не любят. Смотри, у него рахитные задние ноги.
The stations of B3 and B3 to open lock, they're mobile into the northern side of acacia thickets.
Interesting how I find. Huh.
Turn for the general lock.
Yeah, the dino, they're basically mobile from Bushy Park side into the northern side of acacia thickets. You know where the little pan is in acacia thickets? It looks like they're going in that direction.
Copy. Thanks.
Yeah. See, the ones with the bigger, wider spread horns are the more...
Знаешь, Лёва вылазит из кустов. Ты расскажи, где мы сейчас находимся. Покажи джип и скажи, где мы сейчас находимся.
Где у джип сама?
А?
Иди к джипу.
Где они пиво достали?
Иди.
Да, я сейчас не хочу, но сравню. Они там что-то рассказывают. Пойдем. Тебе пить пиво на сколько? 4-часовой прогулки на холоде. Африканском холоде. А там кофе, все, видишь, пикник. Пикник. Ты показал пикник, какой будет?
Get everyone to drink. I've got red wine, white wine, G&Ts, whiskey, amarula, vodka,
Wow.
tea, coffee, hot chocolate.
Забыл, что у меня фотоаппарат. Я тебе сейчас дам фотоаппарат, ты мне сейчас сделаешь. Сними наш пикник тоже, не только меня. Сними пикник.
Раннее утро в Шамваре резорт, где она едет первый кофе. Это вот сейчас где-то в районе 5 утра. Вот наша Шамваре резорт. Это здание. Тут как бы аутдор пейзаж. Утреннее солнце. Вид как бы, ну, с площадки отеля. Это вот наши окна, наша комната. Тут 5-star resort. Самаре это кухня. Это всякие. Это бар с клубом. Вот наши собрались на куртках. Раша, наша. Джипы в таких специальных доках стоят.
No girls this morning.
Вот Диана. Снимаю против солнца. И посадку в джип.
How far? They run the same way, both left legs.
No, they do this more, more like a horse would. Yeah. Almost like both front legs and then both hind legs and then both front legs.
Low northern side of River Road. И штаны какие.
Yeah, and then they nest on typically flat-topped trees. Now he gets his feathers, they can stick up on his head. They folded along the back of his neck at the... This is one of the areas they use quite often. Main area, yeah. But I've got a feeling they might still be in that section where they were seen last night, but in the river line, we'll have no visibility of them.
Утро Шамвари.
This guy will go for coffee with me. I don't know about those folks.
Делает
Coffee sounds good.
завтрак. Специальная полочка такая на джипе. Это вот местности. Тут панорама парка с другого угла.
Does the park fill up some of the water
Тут
spaces?
рызач лоджев.
Some is piped in.
Не наш.
Африканское это самое утро раннее. Покажи, что он кофе делает, что мы сейчас будем. Что лев может быть сзади тебя в кустах сидит. А у нее пистолет далеко. Так что ты смотри, пожалуйста, по сторонам.
Yes.
Видишь, там еще to the left, you see more. They're coming up. Видишь, немножко левее, видишь, такие рогатые. Видишь? Два. Они вышли и говорят, can you make a movie of us, please?
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people's favorite antelope in South Africa.
Look at his horn.
Вкусненькая, да, наверное? Это мы их ели вчера на ужин.
Наверное.
There's a very colourful
Любители
little bird just
животных,
in the
да?
bush behind that kudu that's walking across.
Yeah. It looks like an African hoopoe.
Hoopoe.
You'll see it's got a crest on its head as
Yes.
well,
That's right.
and black and white on the wings.
Yeah.
And I call him a hoopoe because that's how he sounds. He goes whoop, whoop, whoop.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Munch as much as possible.
Yeah.
So basically, what we would say are bulk grazers. Just eat as much as they can.
Tails are going all the time.
Yeah, Shan, the flies must be bothering them quite a bit.
Traffic jam.
I think it's, yeah, and also I don't know where he's going.
So just keep it like this, get as close as you can. He's not going to hurt you or anything. He's so interested in seeing his mouth. Everybody gather here so you can see him properly. We all love Albert. He's our favorite.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
You can all touch him while he's drinking his milk. Now, what he's doing now, he's using his trunk as a straw.
So you don't bottle feed him?
He's like, and then putting it on his trunk.
Фотографии сделай мне, зараза.
No, we didn't do the bottom thing. No,
Не
we
можешь мне
went straight
фотографию?
Нет, не могу.
Ну вот, у мужика камера.
Yes, you can. You can touch him on the See, he was this. She said he was not real sometimes.
О,
Lift your hands up all the time.
дышит, дышит, дышит. Он мне за ухо хочет схватить. Он так дышал мне в ухо, прям дуть делал, выдувал. Видишь, он щупает, какая я из чего. Нельзя ли меня съесть или откусить? Нет у меня шоколадного глазурью, да. Он думает, может, мы покрыты шоколадом. Ты мой халюси, ты мой халюси, ты мой халюси парень. Чешется у тебя там все. Ты такой хороший парень. Ты такой хороший парень. Ай, какой ты хороший парень. Они бы его чаще намыливали. Ты такой хороший парень.
Okay, we need to go.
Yeah, they're just clicking as they walk because they're so heavy. It happens in the eland as well. They'll kind of scream and then
just one is
yeah, no, they're both males. Yeah.
Пидорасы, да. С них в кустах там делали.
Stations is a Shambi and Dilamiti, Bushy Park Drive in Boniface.
A lot of them here, aren't there?
Yeah, there's quite a few of them. A nice big journey of giraffe. Oh, I can see a zebra sticking his
Yes,
head out
I
where
know.
there's a koala are.
Ты видишь, да?
And you see the impala, and just to the left, there are even more giraffes sticking over the bush.
Those are gays. They somehow are cuddling.
Oh, they might. Was they swinging their neck at each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the males do that. That's how they fight. But normally they would stand facing each other, a little bit like reverse parallel, and then they would swing their heads at each other and hit each other.
Oh, no, now one was standing, one came, stand next to him, and was like, you know.
Right, he obviously said that's my bit of bush.
Yeah. Скажи, что это девочка. А газище,
Well, they must eat a lot of bush in a day as well.
Can you please give me that lock again? Is it south on the southern side of Ndebele, near by the fence, the Hart family? I know, sure, no, yeah, go on, go on.
Kilograms a day, but they do also have different digestive systems. The giraffe is a ruminant like a cow, so they rechew the cud, so they focus on obtaining quality food, whereas something like a rhino is a hindgut fermenter and they're just concerned with quantity rather than quality. So yeah, it's difficult to, it'll probably be less kilograms, just a higher quality. They'll often just stand or lie down actually and chew the cud. You can actually see the ball moving up along the throat and down again.
One of the things about evolution, isn't it? You know, the missing link between antelopes and the giraffe.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever found it.
Yeah, and then of course there's that weird okapi thing. That's also in the same family as a giraffe. And they thought it was extinct, But then recently in Ghana, they found some, like a small self-sustaining population.
Nothing there.
Yeah, it's a copy. They've also got slightly long necks, but they look more like an antelope. See the mushrooms growing in the rhino dung. The one looks like a bit of like grass and stuff, and then the other one looks like a log.
Yeah. A lot of land, isn't it?
Yeah, big open spaces.
And this is all sort of forest, really.
Yes, it's thickets mainly, you know, all this thick bush, and then like where we were stopping for those river euphorbias, that's indigenous forest in the gorges. We have that, yeah. Like down there is a bit of a strip of
that's
indigenous
the same
forest.
stuff.
Oh, can you see the cub?
Yeah, I saw it. Cubs, I said. Babies.
Oh, they've been doing a good job of hiding, eh?
He has 2 wives or one?
3.
3 wives?
Yes.
Oh, and all of them had babies?
Just 2 of them had cubs, yeah. Yeah, there's the young one, the younger female, she had 4 cubs, and the big female, the older one, she had 3.
I see females. Where's the cubs?
Yeah. Just look carefully. You see that one at the back. There's a cub playing with her. There's a few of these lavender bushes in the way. Look on her. There's the cub.
Oh, I see. I got them.
Yeah, we're actually looking for 7 of them. They're testing mom's patience there, hey?
Младшая и старшая родила, средняя. Видишь, они спят с ними, с детьми, он отдельно.
This one.
Oh, there they are. 2 or 3.
This bush here, did I?
Yeah. 2 or 3 more. Well,
okay, I don't know if I can see them from my spot.
It's a pity. Maybe if you go that way, you'll see better.
Should we try go around there?
Okay.
I think Jay was there anyway.
I'll tell you how it's like.
A couple just came out from under the big bush.
We're playing with each other.
Now they're all playing.
I'm just going to see if we can't get a better look at them. Looks like her dad is exhausted, eh?
Oh, 3 wives, he should be exhausted. And so many newborns. Babies in him.
Yeah, they're actually very used to the vehicle, which is why it's quite strange not to find them easily, you know. Normally we don't struggle too much with them, but I was very surprised we didn't find them this morning. I think you can see them better. Oh, hello. We're just going to go around the bush and look at them from the other side.
Так, Анна сейчас...
Oh, no, it's going the other...
Coming this way.
going the other way. Oh, she goes.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, that's little face.
They all went to daddy because they're scared now.
Don't they catch cold?
Oh, he let the babies. He decided to find the drier spot. Ну, мужики, они такие эгоисты, слушай, видел, детей с женами бросил, сам пошел под кур.
It's going to try and dry her whole body now. You see that little one?
Oh, we're yamming. Oh.
This one, she's
The same, it's tasty.
I'm getting on.
Did you see how she was nursing the little baby?
Yeah.
On this
She
thing.
was trying to drink, but she wasn't interested.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh, cute man. Look at this little one. He's a nice friendly one. He's probably wondering, what is that?
Жопа самца-то видишь, да, с левой стороны куста. Он тоже сейчас видит, по-моему.
Yeah, right.
Okay, then you need to stay home, okay? You don't come to Africa. Nobody told you that it's gonna be easy.
Okay, this little one's gonna be
Смотри, малыша.
Oh, listen. There's Dad.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
The little ones, they like to chase after the adults' tails. And then the adults, they start getting quite annoyed. It's quite funny.
Yeah, I see it.
See some. Oh, that.
Oh, he is beautiful. Look at his whiskers.
So if everyone can just sit down and then I'm going to
Pl please don't move.
position. You don't want to move?
No.
Can you see Rhino?
Oh, yeah. You don't worry about me. I see a father, I see, for me it's most important Talbot sees, because if he sees...
Oh my God. Did you see that?
Yes, I thought you're wanting it. Yeah.
I got it all like...
There's nothing wrong with that, yeah.
I got it all close up on HD.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Now I understand why he has 3 wives. And all of them love him.
Yeah. So tactile communication is very important with the lions.
He's beautiful.
Look at all those babies. Albert, for this footage you can even die, you know, it's really worth it. You can get out and make a close appearance.
Trust me, it's very good footage.
Okay, are there any volunteers who want to go and feed them?
You'll end up becoming the meal.
Yeah, just go and become a meal.
often would they have to go and catch something?
Maybe about every 3 or 4 days. Sometimes it's up to a week.
A week?
Unless the opportunity presents itself, they'll grab it.
And if it's...
Сюда идет, baby.
Not at you. Exactly, yeah. I've had a Rhino baby.
Смотри, как она норкается, суку снимай.
Came too close, but then mom came
Она
close
уже все
to me.
перевернулась.
Jackie's calling him back. Hey?
So she's checking all of them.
Kind of fancies getting under the Land Rover, I'm sure.
Видишь, как это окатывается, сука, детишка. Видишь, как она их
Да вижу,
моет?
вижу,
Как
вижу.
она
Она
их-
за ноги хватает.
И ты вообще видишь расстояние меня и льва?
Yes. Is that anymore?
Oh, just unbelievable.
So just repeat that message.
Just turn to keep seated at the moment.
Все, сейчас он сказал, что...
Yeah, okay, copy that. We're gonna have to try and keep seated.
Ты должен сесть, ты слышал?
Угу.
Because it
Albert.
maybe it's gonna disturb them.
We just got these.
You hear that, Robert?
Yeah, I know you are excited.
Диск достань.
Now where are those two going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can only see 5 cubs, eh? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, there's supposed to be 7.
Hold on, where is the male?
Nails lying down.
Lie down, he's leaking.
Oh, that's a male? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I got scared.
I'm actually shooting him. You just would not believe the footage.
Смотри, самки тоже так норкают.
But it's turning out quite nice, even though we had all that rain. I wonder if we've had 2 fatalities or...
Hello, I can practice, I can wait. I'll pull up here. Sessions are pulling out charges lock. Yanni approaching. Clear first standby and controlling the lineup.
Just going to have to move forward.
Confirm charge of the crossing. That is positive. Below, back first, and Ben is approaching. I'm leaving Orville in lock and in charge.
Look at that little one.
Yeah, he's having great fun. That female's presumably not produced a cub because
No.
she hasn't got any breasts.
No, they did mate last week, she and the male.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's basically the auntie. The mothers are trying to round up all these little ones.
So do you think 2 may have been lost, Taryn?
Yes, there were definitely 7 to start off with.
Wow, that is stunning.
Yeah, it was about a week and a half ago I saw 7.
Yeah. Well, the girl said there was some shit.
Check what he's doing now with his hind legs. He's scratching in the ground also to mark territory. In between the toes they've got what we call interdigital glands.
Oh yeah, I can see. It comes out something. He's marking.
Yeah, and probably spraying some urine as well.
School of Harbour. Can we go channel 1? Channel 1, but... Hello? Bell of Harbour, do you copy me?
Some already look stronger than others.
Yeah, there were 4 that were a bit older than the other 3. And it looks like we've lost 2 of the big ones and 1 of the small ones. Because there's still 2 very small ones.
Oh.
Like they're almost paler as well still. Yeah. And then the other 3 are bigger and more golden in colour. So I think we've lost...
one of each?
Yeah, 1 of each.
How old are we?
They're about, the oldest ones are about 5 weeks old now, and then the other ones are about 3 weeks old. There you go. You've got a lot of patience, eh?
Living 1 civil, 3 south, Amazon mobile towards 7 minutes by 87. Another plane in Splickle. Another drive in Splickle. School of Harbour. Never mind. Okay, school, you're not pretty.
Как дисюха? Or dog is the important. Как малыш папу грызет, видишь, да? На папе вот это. А, все уже. Так папа.
Я маму хочу сейчас.
Он просто один там на спине. О, остальные малыши как животик вверх. Балуется.
Мамы такие здоровые.
Смотри, как видишь, на папе там этот прыгнет. Он иногда запутает.
Он смотрит, как они играются.
Да.
Babies. Okay, just confirm you're on first standby for the southern and Ngoni.
Видишь, как папа?
Yeah, what's your lock?
Он знает, что это его
Там один есть
папа.
такой.
Он знает, что это его папа.
Okay, yeah, you can start
И
making
что
your way.
можно по нему ползать, сколько хочешь. Иди, мой Мася. Мася. Если бы, конечно, не было бы родителей, можно было бы их, наверное, погладить, да? А родители, ну, я не думаю, что разрешат. Oh, they look so cuddly. You want to just get out and cuddle
Yeah,
them.
but I think they'll do you some serious damage as well.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing how sharp those claws are.
I think there will be nothing left.
For me.
Basically, when they're playing, they play stalking each other, play hunting each other, they even play mate each other. It's basically all practice for when they're older in life.
It's amazing they do it even at age 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Like kittens. Jump.
Basically, all the predators kill each other and each other's cubs if they see each other, eliminating competition.
Yes.
So they'll leave the cubs hidden in a thick bush, maybe
so
like that one, yeah.
The father goes off as well with 3 mothers hunting.
Yeah, possibly.
So
But
the
yeah,
kids really
typically
are
the females would do most of the hunting. They might leave the father with them, but often the father will go off on his own mission anyway to be marking territory. Yeah.
The cubs are exposed at that point.
Yeah, and they're actually quite good about staying in the allocated bush.
And once in Kenya we saw, actually we filmed it but with bad camera, that father was staying with cubs. We just found father and cubs. A little bit later mother bring anything to eat and she sorry, nothing. And then she said this kitten he left, I don't know where. Maybe to bar to get some drinks, I don't know. But he left her with children and he left.
Yeah.
Maybe he, I don't know, he decided to go hunt on his own.
Guys, there's a whole bunch of other vehicles that have to move in, so we're going to have to...
Yeah. No babies, no husband.
Yeah, like most cats, they are solitary. Lions are the exception. But they walk around alone. Sometimes the young males, they'll form coalitions. Lightweight build, he's got like a wasp-like waist to aid high-speed chasers. Claws are completely in at rest and then they protract them when they need them. His are always semi-protracted and it's basically acting like spikes on an athlete's shoe for traction for high-speed chasing.
It's not very well camouflaged up here then.
No, from far he is quite. I think he carries on towards this proper road on that side. Just want to see if he makes his way there or not.
This territory is big.
horns actually tend to be longer because the males use theirs more because they fight with each other. Also very territorial.
Very fine faces, isn't it?
Yeah, striking, very striking markings on the faces. It's a long distance
Покажи,
recognition of
какая
each other.
замученная, холодная.
Oryx, huh?
Yeah, Oryx. Afrikaans name is a hemsbok. Some people call them a hemsbok as well.
Oh, he's the same as a hemsbok?
Yes. It's just that Oryx is technically the English name, but most people in South Africa just say hemsbok. They do this in the desert. They eat the vegetation first thing in the morning when there's a bit of dew on it still. And then in the Namib desert in Namibia, you get these what we call summer melons. They're like round watermelons, and they break them open with their hoof, and then they eat the flesh inside. Lots of moisture for them.
Well, they grow very big for something with no water.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of a larger antelope.
Would you like to taste it first?
No, I already know this one. Yeah,
It's fine, it's important.
I knew it.
Alright.
Вот так вот.
Где он
Так
называет?
вот черные люди живут. Нам как бы выдалось этот момент пожить как черным людям. Очень понравилось. Вино, кстати, тоже африканское. Очень хорошее. Знаешь,
I went dressed until the mission is over.
I'm very nervous. I just say I'm interested to try what we're doing.
See my fuzzy go down on the north facing slope.
How old's the young one, do you think?
That one will be about 2.5, yeah, to 3 years old. He's technically not dependent physically on the mother anymore.
Sure, France go on, France one.
But what sort of time set? When will she have another one?
Well, she could have one by the time he's 3. She could have another one. But I've seen calves stay with their mother until they're about 5-6 years old. They're
Would she
nearly the
have
same
more than-
size as her.
Would she have more than one looking after her, or was as soon as she has another one, that one's gone?
Yeah, she chases the older one away so that she can focus her attention on the newborn.
Going up and down, backward,
And then yeah, and then that little one, when it's chased away, it will normally go join another group of white rhinos. And the white rhinos do tend to be a bit more gregarious than the black rhinos.
That's really young one.
All your animals have what we call their different psychological zones, and we have to be very aware of these, especially with the dangerous animals. You basically get your comfort zone where they're aware of your presence, but they just carry on doing what they were anyway. And then your alert zone, they're aware of your presence to the point that they stop doing what they were doing and they focus their attention on you. So they have to stop now and just start staring at us when we're in the alert zone. If you don't back off and try get back into their comfort zone, you'd enter their warning zone, where they would actually snort or do something to warn you that you're too close and that you should back off. And then after the warning zone, you do get their critical zone. This is where they're either going to choose to run away, or they're going to feel it's necessary to attack you. Most animals, they'll choose to run away, but you do get those incidents where the right tusk, and the right tusk will be slightly shorter, so it gets worn down more, but also a bit thicker from being used all the time.
Big group, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those two little ones.
Communicating with each other, they put their trunks in each other's mouths. The other one's just trying to eat.
What are you trying to do?
Okay. I think he's trying to pick a bush. There we go. Sometimes they'll hold a bush and it won't come out the ground, and then they kick the root and they kick it to loosen it. And then they've got the roots now as well. So they stand there and they bash it against their legs with their trunks to get all the sand off. It's that infrasonic rumbling that they do. We just hear the last section of it because the rest is below the frequency of human hearing. It's basically communicating with each other.
Over there.
Yeah, shame. We probably tore it on a bush or something. Playing around. Elephants often damage their ears.
Those two.
They're pushing each other around slightly.
How old are those?
Oh, those will be about 4 years old.
And this one here is...
Yeah, 4.5, 5. All similar age. It's a good sign they're nice and spread out, which means they're relaxed. When elephants stress out, they all bunch together and make look like vegetation. It's nice to see them relaxed. Also, when they stress out, you'll see the temporal gland secreting that fluid on the side of their faces as well. And males and females have the temporal gland.
That one's younger, isn't it? This one?
Go down there, we might get them crossing the road.
Is the sun going to break through later on or not? Not really. It's dropped, hasn't it? Considerably.
What I'm going to do now is go back round from where we came from, and they should be close to the road there.
They're not sure those up there, are they? Whether they're going to come.
Yeah, they're kind of hesitant, eh?
Well, it's a bit steep down there, isn't it?
Yeah. You get big things like elephants falling off cliffs.
Well, yeah.
It's a southern bobo.